Well, welcome to Council Chat. With me is Megan Lovely from the Communications Department here in City of Wichita. So starting off next week with petitions for public improvements and then discussion of a subrecipient agreement for a healthcare literacy grant to improve health literacy amongst underserved populations. Now, I know that this was on the agenda, I believe, back in 2020 as a response to helping COVID numbers in the minority health communities, and I believe now that COVID's kind of sunsetting, we're taking another approach to that. So, and also we'll be looking at a revision to our code of ethics and the naming of the ball field at McAdams Ballpark, and considering Fidelity Bank Field, which is they've been helping League 42. I believe they're either the third or fourth field. Fidelity has pretty much contributed most of the money to that and the resources, so we certainly appreciate all that.
Yeah, League 42 is kicking off here soon,
wow.
isn't it?
Yeah.
That's going to be really great for kids in our community. So we're also looking at, infrastructure work at 135th Street from Central to 13th. Great news on federal financing for the BNR plant, Bionutrient. I think it's in District 3. I believe we're looking at the WIFIA agreement, which we also got for the water treatment facility.
So this is huge. It's down in southeast Wichita, Plant 2. No pun intended there, but I think anyone who's been in Wichita for the last several decades know that there's been a little bit of a smell come through there. So we're finally going to bring that up to currently where it should be, and hopefully we have a little better smell down there in southeast Wichita.
Yeah, I'm excited for those improvements. We're doing the two biggest infrastructure projects our city has ever seen right now, which is just insane.
And got hats off to our legislators in Washington D.C. as well as our lobbyists working with us to ensure the WIFIA program, not just for our water treatment center, but now for the sewage disposal treatment. Mm-hmm. And hundreds of millions of dollars in these projects, and through the WIFIA of Washington, D.C., we start out with years and years of 0% interest.
Wow.
And how everything is inflated over the past several years. Mm-hmm. So glad that we had the opportunity to do our water treatment center whenever we did, and we've saved tens of millions of dollars on that. So hopefully we can do the same and be good financial stewards of the city money with that.
Totally. See, what else do we have coming up?
So we're gonna revisit our tobacco ordinance. The proposed ordinance will allow the Department of Public Works and Utilities to impose additional penalties I have to pause that. Why would Public Works be working with the tobacco ordinance?
Public Works oversees that.
They do?
They do.
Okay. Well, see, I thought that was an error.
No, Public Works oversees that. Yeah.
Well, let's clarify that then. Okay.
It's a really weird thing that you wouldn't think that because they also do child care licensing. Our Public Works department does a whole bunch of
they
stuff.
do. It's not just the water and sewer and saving us millions of dollars. They're doing tobacco enforcement,
which is crazy. But and I think one of the things that they're changing is when minors are caught with tobacco, we're shifting that.
Okay. Yeah. Basically, so there was really no accountability for the stores, and now they're looking at the retailer that sells it as well. Not just the individual working at the register, but the store also, to try to make everybody good corporate stewards of the enforcement. So
that's really good.
Pretty excited here. March 11th, we're going to bring back the Delano St. Patrick's Day Parade. I know everybody's pretty excited about that. Noon kickoff in Delano for the parade. I think there's still room to get in there if you want to register to have an entry in the parade. And there's going to be a lot of things going on in Delano. As Wagon Master, I know the Wagon Masters have also got a lot of shenanigans going on to celebrate. We don't call it, what do they call it in Manhattan? Another Fake Patty's Day.
Yeah, Fake Patty's Day.
We don't call it Fake Patty's Day, but we do try to get the Saturday before St. Patrick's Day. And going to be a lot of green beer, going to be a lot of green fun. I know that we've got the green lines painted in Delano already.
Another thing Public Works does.
Yeah, exactly. This edition's kind of pretty much dedicated to Public Works.
Seriously. So. Okay, so I have a surprise for you about St. Patty's Day Parade.
Okay.
The Kansas Wildlife Exhibit in Riverside reached out, and they're like, "Well, we have an idea. We're gonna be walking in the parade, and there's a ton of city, departments walking." And he's like, I want to bring snakes and dress up like St. Patrick. So Todd Volcom is going to dress up like St. Patrick and drive the snakes in the parade, which is so cute.
How fun is that? So I always think of the St. Patrick's Day parade. I know we haven't had it in a few years, but I always think that is the kickoff of our outdoor season.
Yeah.
Especially in Delano and Old Town. It really starts bringing people out, between you have the St. Patrick's Day parade, then you have all the March Madness parties.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of transition through April and May. Then Riverfest is around the corner. So I always think it kicks off the season for that. You know what else it kicks off the season for? Allergies. like right now, I'm starting to feel it. I know a few of us have talked about it.
Right.
Just the pollens get in the air, and you start to get a little bit more congested. So
Yeah.
I haven't had it in the last few years, but I think it's starting to make its way around. So hopefully everybody can keep their sinuses clear and get out and enjoy the beautiful weather. So
Yeah. All right. So we have a surprise question of the week.
okay.
All right. Tyler, you ready?
What is the worst song of all time?
the worst song of all time?
I've got two, but I really do. You want to go first, or
No, you go first.
Okay, so I guess one of them, and the reason I say they're the worst songs of all times is just because of when you've heard them. As a kid, the 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
Now it's stuck in my head.
Yeah, I'm
man.
sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry I did that. And another one, I shouldn't pick on it, but do you remember the old Elvira song by the Oak Ridge Boys? Elvira, giddy up. It's
Now that one's stuck in my head.
okay.
Yeah.
So that was another one. I remember one time we were on a bus going to a K-State game, and a lot of people that were probably overserved during the game, and singing that song all the way back from Manhattan. So, and I think the reason I say the worst songs is just because they stick in your head, just like I've
Yeah.
already done to you. So I'm sure you're going to put one in my head now.
Okay, so I have a weird one. And this is technically one of the worst songs of all time, but it's actually a song I secretly love, and it's Muskrat Love by Captain and Tennille, which is literally about two muskrats in love. And it's my mother used to sing this to me as a childhood lullaby, but it's the weirdest song. It's about literally two muskrats. So that's my worst song of all time.
I don't know what it is. Could you go?
I'm not going to sing it. I will send it to you after this podcast.
Okay.
But it's you look up Muskrat Love, and it's just it's also going to just get in your head.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm excited for that opportunity. Well, thanks for joining us, and please be sure to just subscribe and follow us on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcast. Going to be a beautiful weekend in Wichita. Get out there and enjoy the weather.